Hi guys, I'm Pauline.
Hi, I'm Priscilla.
I'm Pearl.
And I'm Tamiron.
And this is the P3T podcast. And today we're going to be talking about dressing. Guo. Do we like it? Do we not like it? Does it make us feel good? Does it not make us feel good? All the vibes. So the first thing I wanted to cover was, do you guys prefer to dress for comfort, or do you prefer to dress for I want to look good, I want to slay, leo napiga luku? What are the or is there like a merge? Yeah, is there a merge between those two topics?
I like to say that my outward dressing reflects my inner feelings. So whatever I'm feeling that day, if like today, this is we're recording during a long weekend. So this long weekend has been a bit busy for me. So coming here today, I was just like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling like dressing up. It's not how I'm feeling right now. I'm tired. I just want to go in a casual, chilled outfit. And then also, we sit on the ground, so I went comfortably pants. So I just picked some baggy jeans, like a t-shirt, nikavaa nimekuja. So it depends. For me, it depends. If I feel like I'm tired, I don't want to put in a lot of effort, I'm not going to put in any effort. But if that day I'm feeling like I have energy in the morning, I'll put a good outfit on, I'll do my hair. I don't have to do makeup. So, yeah.
When we have a TikTok I saw guys being like, oh, you're so simple, but I just don't put on makeup.
Yeah. And it's not because I don't want, it's because I don't know.
Anyway.
For me, it depends on my mood. So, kama I've woken up on the right side of the bed, well and good. But I'm the type of person who picks up, like, what if I'm going somewhere, I think of what I'll be wearing the day before.
Must be nice.
So because I don't like the harakati of in the morning and then what am I wearing, and then like sometimes we as women we tend to think like, guy, I have nothing to wear, I have my own closet to wear. So I just plan before so that I don't have that harakati of, I'm going to get late, So it depends on how I'm feeling that day before. If I think I want to look good, then I'll wear something and freeze and shine. If it's
correct.
Yeah. If you're in that mood and space of like, I have to look
I'm gonna
good,
look
man.
good.
Yeah. Exactly. If I'm in that mind space, then well and good. If I'm just like, it's something casual, so let me just wear something casual. And it also depends on the occasion.
True.
So yeah.
Me, comfort over everything, to be honest. But even my parents complain. Unanga you just same things over and over again. But for me, for the most part, it's comfort over everything. Like, I'm even trying to just change my wardrobe. I feel like I'm getting tired of wearing tight pants. I just want
Mom jeans
and those baggy cargo pants. I'm just feeling those are the vibes.
Yeah.
But there are times when, especially I'm going for weddings, and it's like a wedding for like this weekend, this Saturday imepita. I was going for my friend's wedding. Like, both of them are my friends. We've been childhood friends. Hao ndo wametufungulia chapter ya ndoa. So I
At 21. At 20 you're feeling
but
pressure.
the lady is young. But like, in short, she's the first one around us, or around our generation, or in our generation, that has gotten married. So like, she's opened that chapter for us.
I get it.
So let me tell you, everyone has been pangiering for that wedding from December last year. So December last year is when I actually got my outfit for an event that happened on the 30th of April.
Wow.
So the days actually just want to look good and like Poleni, but me, I'm looking good. But then for the most part, me, comfortability over everything else. Yeah.
Now for me, I'm a bit controversial. Well, I don't think so. I think I just generally really like clothing. Like, I like opening my wardrobe. No, I want to walk into a room and I want people to turn. That's what I want.
Have you guys seen Pauline? Pauline, yani fashion sense ya Pauline.
Aki, where stop it.
Kwa DP yake.
Yeah.
Pauline can murder. For real.
Yeah, but I think it's because I just like clothing. Like, you know, me, I window shop. Like, if you take me on a date and you take me window shopping, hey, I might just marry you. Like, I love it. I love looking at outfits. You should open my Pinterest. It's a bit embarrassing. It's just clothing after clothing after clothing. So, like for me, kwanza hiyo kufreeze and shine, me, I'm ready. At any moment in time. If a sweater is spoiling my outfit, to hell with the sweater.
Amen.
So also, like that story for freeze and shining. If I have not planned a coat into my outfit, ata kukisnow sivai sweater. Like, I'm just that type of person. So usually, like, comfort is like the last thing in my mind when I'm thinking of an outfit. Obviously, there are days I wake up and I'm like, I have class at like 7:30. It's 7:15. I'm still at home. I'm not about to start looking for an outfit. But on like most days, I put in a lot of effort.
Oh wait, before you continue, are you going to read something?
No.
Oh,
What do you mean read?
yeah, like go on to the next.
Yeah, I was going to go on to the
Oh,
next.
before you go, I think I'm the opposite of you and Priscilla. For me, it's not freeze and shine. It's like burn and shine. So if I've woken up in there, because most of the time I'm doing that like early in the morning, yeah. So my outfit will be like a cute sweater. I went to think twice to look for, you know, and then just pants, and then underneath akuna kitu like kitu like I have a shirt on, but it's nothing enticing.
Not for the outfit.
If that day, yani this is a new sweater I've gotten, you know, because recently I've been in love with sweaters, yeah. And then it becomes hot. You better believe from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, I'm going to wear that sweater.
For me, honestly, I'm also trying to push myself to put more effort into outfits. Because sometimes it's just good to have 10x turning, you know. It feels good. So I'm trying to actually put in more effort, especially for school. Now, Mimi, I don't have a choice. I have to plan my outfits for school just because of the school I go to.
Shajuza.
But so like for those reasons for that reason I just try to put more effort into my. Of course, there are days I'm just like, kwende ni huko. Navaa some pants. You guys know I still wear my high school pants.
The blue ones?
Yeah, the blue ones.
Guys,
and they fit. They
bado.
still fit. So sometimes I decide navaa hoodie na hizo pants na mnisumbui. But for the most part, I try, especially on Mondays and Tuesdays, I try to put an effort into my outfits. Yeah.
I like that. In school, I could go looking homeless. I could dare me. If I wasn't living far from school, I could go in Crocs or slides.
Wow.
Yeah.
People in my class, people who live in the hostel, you can just tell. They're really walking in with slippers. Pajamas. I'm just like, where? Okay. I mean, power to you, I guess.
In my sister's school, people who live in the hostel that go for like classes that end at 7 p.m., they'll walk in with pajamas.
Yeah.
Like literally pajamas.
You really can just tell who lives in the hostel and who doesn't.
Yeah.
Can I correct the record?
It's what in the morning?
Lies.
Yeah, it's in the morning.
Oh, yeah,
at 9 a.m. Guys who live beyond the railway will come into class at like. And class is 9 a.m. Let's start there. It's not even that early. But guys will come in with Crocs. Watu wameamka. Mtu ajoshe uso. Wanaingia to class fresh. Then after 9 to 11, they'll figure themselves out.
Freshy barida.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess clothing affects people in different ways. And obviously, like, you need to look at clothing healthily. Like, it can't be an obsession. Like, if you don't have an outfit, you're not leaving the house. It can't reach those extents.
Yeah.
So I guess people just generally, like, you prefer what you prefer, and then you just work with that. Another thing is, do you think it's important to look good? Or do you think it's just like, see must?
I think it depends. With looking, I think it just depends on the occasion, to be honest. When you want to make an impression, obviously you'll have to look good. But let's say if you're hanging out with people like you've been hanging out with like for how many years, it's see must. Yeah, so I don't think it's important to look good when it's not important to, if that makes sense.
I get you.
But it's also good to look good because there's a certain impression, like we seem to a heavy. Yeah.
I think it's important to look good, especially in the context that you're in. If you're going for an interview for a job and you come in looking like you don't know what you're here to do, they're not going to hire you.
Exactly.
You need to put in effort into your first impression, because a first impression can really say a lot about someone, at least in the eye of the beholder. It makes sense. I don't know if I said it correctly, but anyway, you I hope you get what I mean.
Translate.
In the eyes
of the beholder. Yeah. So in contexts like that, it's good to look good, and I feel like it's also important to look good for yourself. When you're clean, when you put in effort into your outfit, when you feel put together, you act put together. At least I act put together. Yeah,
confident.
Especially if if I have energy in the beginning of the day, as I said, inner feelings, outward outfit. When I have energy in the morning, sometimes my outfit can help me maintain that energy throughout the day. When I don't have energy and I just put on a cover outfit, sometimes that's going to be my low energy throughout the whole day. So I feel like, looking good is very important for how you feel, because it can often project into what you're doing.
True.
Yeah. Yes.
You said it.
Okay, so for me, when I left high school, there was that whole period of I wasn't really leaving the house, and then I started school. But then in high school, I never used to, even during holiday, I never used to go out that often. I can go out once the entire holiday, and then I'm home the rest of the time. So when I started school, I realized I actually don't like how my wardrobe looks like, because my wardrobe consisted of sweatpants, jeans, t-shirts, hoodies. Yeah, and if that's what you like, power to you. But that's not what I like. When I wear that clothing, I usually don't feel very good about myself. I'm like, Pauline, you could have done so much better. Like I said, open my Pinterest, utashtuka. So
to me is opinion. I'm stuck in the same cycle.
So something that was hard for me was finding clothes. I don't know if that makes sense. Finding clothes that I liked. Because I'd enter a supermarket and my mom would be like, I'd tell my mom, because I live with my mom, and she buys for me my clothing. So I tell my mom I don't have clothes, so she'd be like, okay, we go shopping. So we'd go enter a supermarket, and it's like my mind wouldn't even think. I just gravitate towards the t-shirts. And my mom would be like, but you have so many t-shirts at home, so you buy this top. And then I'd be like, but I don't know how that top is going to look. I don't know if I want to try it. So there was such a struggle within me to stop wearing these t-shirts and these sweatpants. No matter how much I wanted to, it felt like that was the only thing I could wear. So I guess my question to you guys is, do you ever feel like it's hard to find clothes that you want to wear?
Yes. I think for me, finding clothes for school, no problem. My main issue is casual clothing. I don't know how to not dress officially. Almost all my outfits official. All the outfits that I have in my mind that will look good end up looking official-ish. So finding a casual balance and something that's unique to me, it's been hard. We just don't want to be this person who stepped by every fashion trend. You want to have your own sense
Yeah.
of fashion. So having a casual sense of fashion has been tremendously hard for me. But tutafika hapo. I believe Pauline atanitumia inspo on her Pinterest tonight.
Mpaka nimepewa deadline. Serious? The question was, is it hard? Do you feel like it's hard to find clothes you want to wear?
I think it is in some way. Like for me, my signature is baggy hoodies, baggy sweaters. Like that's my yeah. See how many times I wear this. Yeah, my signature is baggy hoodies and all. But I think it's hard because sometimes I'm more on the casual side, like most of the time, because I rarely go out. So most of the time I just put like something that will make me comfortable. But the issue comes with my mother because my mom is a fashion queen.
Oh, well.
And she looks at me and she's like, Priscilla, stop ashaming me as your mother. Like, you are disgracing me. You look like you don't have a mother. Seriously. So it takes a toll on me per se, because I need, like, when you have a mother who's like so keen on your dressing, there are sometimes, like, there are certain occasions you're like, okay, let me just look good, So it's sometimes hard to find clothes because I look at the kind of clothes my mom wears, which sometimes I steal, but sometimes I don't fit into them. And then juu ya hii economy, it's a little bit tricky unless you go like to Mtumba and all that. But it's tricky per se getting clothes depending on where you are, So yeah.
I feel like my situation is a bit different from all of yours, except maybe Priscilla, to some extent. So I share clothes with my sister because we are the exact same size. What's up? So we share a room, we share a wardrobe. So we have to combine our styles into one wardrobe that both of us can wear. You get? So everything I'm getting, I'm thinking, will my sister like this? Because if I don't buy something that you can both wear, then it's a waste. And we're trying not to waste resources and money, yeah? So my problem with buying clothes, number one, will my sister like it? Then number two, I don't have the capacity to go to like shops, like established shops, like like Mr. Price or LC Waikiki, or like those places, or at a Naivas. At a Naivas, in your capacity. So I'll just walk. So maybe sometimes like I'll enter that LC Waikiki corner to to get some fashion
Window shop.
to window shop. But at the end of the day, my home is think twice. My home is Mtumba, Mimi
Market.
is Mtumba market. So getting clothes that are that have the same vibe as where I'm going to get inspiration is difficult because in Mtumba you'll find one of everything. You're not going to find two of everything.
Yeah.
At least with my experience. So, and then especially where I live, uko ushago utapata like what Tamiron is wearing, like the pants that you're wearing today. You won't find cool pants, or you won't find like a cool, like even denim jackets or leather jackets around where I live are so rare to find. Had enough, I've just given up. So yeah, it's hard for me because of one, where I live, and two, what will my sister like? Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. For me, the thing that I have learned ever since I started buying clothes like a serious person is you can have the outfit in your head. By the way, you can, and it will look so good in your head because of the picture. But then you go and wear that outfit and you want to cry. So because I don't know, it's not translating. It's not looking the way it needs to look. So I guess something that I've learned is to also be a bit more flexible with the clothes I'm buying. like this outfit I'm buying, okay, yeah, it's an outfit I want to wear, but in the event that it does not work the way I want it to work, can I wear this top with something else? Can I wear it in a different occasion than what I wanted in the first place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, okay, I'm so sorry.
It's
I keep
okay.
interrupting you, like, into the next segment.
There's no problem.
I think also what I learned about myself is I'll see something on the rack and I like it, then I put it on myself and I won't like it because I can be very reactionary, you know. So what I did now is I learned my size in UK, US, EU, kila kitu, those tags.
Yeah.
So I learned what my sizes range from. And now if I like something, when I see it, I go, I check the size, I don't even try it on, I just move. Because I know in the end it's going to look good. So now I go to the house, I put it on, and then I hear my mom saying, oh, that's so cute, that's such a cute top, a cute shirt, a cute... But initially, it's me who didn't like it. But it looks good. It's just that I'm very, like, reactionary. So I'm going to be in my head, and I'm going to overthink in that time. So that's my own tip. I just go, look at the size, leave, pick it and go.
Yeah, I don't trust myself. I will return. I will
You
return.
can't return to think twice.
True. Then I'll give it out. Did you trust?
And that's why I think it's really important. If you're going for shopping, you go with someone you trust. That's like what I
vet
do.
your-
To vet your dressing. Yeah.
But thankfully, I don't know, personally, a lot of the times the outfits I think of end up looking good,
Yeah.
which I'm quite shocked by, because there are a lot of people who think of outfits and then when they actually like put them on, they don't look good. But I think I'm one of those lucky people. I'm one of those people who is better than everyone.
She's putting
Nani
her
kama
own-
wewe.
And so, like, for most of the time, an outfit I think of ends up looking good.
Makes sense. The next thing I want to ask is trendy versus fashion. Are you one of those people that is super daring with their clothes? Like one day they will wear mustard yellow head to bottom, no fear. Ama, are you one of those people that's like, what is my age group wearing? What is considered cool right now? I want to look like that.
I'm not trendy. I'm not bold with my fashion. Like, I'll have nice pieces, but they are not too out there. You know, I admire the likes of Pauline. But I am not like that. I'm very safe with my fashion. And I take a long time before catching up to something, you know. Like the time when crop tops hit again, you know, and they came back with a bang. I didn't really wear them for a long time. And then I warmed up to it. I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. Could be cute. And now I own a couple, you know. So I just wear safe outfits. You'll see me and you'll say, yeah, she looks nice, but you to go like, wow, Pearl, you look so amazing. You'll be like, yeah, she looks good. If you want a person who looks good, yeah.
Me, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It took me even a while to know the difference between a tank top and a crop top. I'm so serious. It's quite disgraceful, but
The difference ni tumbo cut na spaghetti strap.
Bus.
oh, it's like this is the time I'm now knowing. But anyways, okay. So it depends. It's I think it depends. Because I'm not the type of person who's going to wear mustard yellow from head to toe. But if it's something like in trend, like everyone is okay. There's a time, I don't know if you all noticed, but there was a time where Rorashio, you know, the Rorashio kind of dresses.
That brown material.
Yeah, the brown material with the coral shells and all that. It was like a trendy thing. So
I'd like to state that Pauline has given Priscilla judgmental.
I Hey, please. I'm just hoping she's not going to say she wore it.
Yeah, I wore it during culture fair.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like if it's a, like honestly, I think I do trendy or big things when it's a certain occasion. So like not my day to day ni hivi na moods. Lakini when it's like an occasion, that's when I'll pull up something grand, something, especially with my mom. My mom is the one who thinks she's the one wearing that dress. So she's like, Zoe, you better look good. Priscilla, you can't disgrace me. So yeah, she's the one who chooses my outfit. She's the one like, okay, what's trending. Also, there was a time metallic pieces were a thing. So my mom went for a whole shopping spree in Masai Market, buying all the metal pieces she could find. And then yeah, I think it depends. If it's a good trend, then definitely hop onto it. But like if it's something ridiculous,
she must.
Before you go, I'd just like to say that I feel like I have my own trends. So for a while I'd be obsessed with something. You know, when I was younger, there's a period I was obsessed with the plaid shirts, you know. So but it was when I was very young. So yeah, so like right now I'm obsessed with sweaters, and I'll probably get over it after some time. So that's my like trend. Sorry, turn it on.
Yeah. I think a bit of both. For the most part, I follow trends, unfortunately. But I'm honestly trying to get to a point where I love my clothing and I'm comfortable in my clothing. So that is my fashion goal. Yeah. I love how I look and I'm comfortable with how I look. So also with bold pieces, me, as long as they match with my melanin, you know. But I've been trying to be a little bit more bold with my colors. You know how a lot of the times you tend to stick to
Black and white.
neutral
Gray,
colors, gray,
navy blue. You're safe.
Yeah, but now I have been trying a lot. I've been trying out maroon.
Nice.
Some light blue.
Oh, wow.
Next thing you know, I'm wearing mustard yellow.
platinum white.
Yeah. So I'm and let me just say I'm growing into what my fashion sense could look like. I don't have one currently. I don't have an already established like this is my fashion sense, but I'm definitely growing to find out what I like, what I don't like, and also how I can incorporate it into like everything.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I was going to say, also, I don't think it's like set in stone.
Yeah.
Like, it's constantly changing. Like the way Paul was saying, now she's obsessed with sweaters, but like in a few weeks, months, years, maybe it won't be the thing she wants to wear.
Yeah.
For me, I wouldn't lie to you, I'm a bold wearer. Like, I can leave this house in a mustard yellow jumpsuit. If I think I look good, but then you won't convince me otherwise. You will not, you can try, but you will fail. So, but then usually, the thing with wearing boldly, especially with color, because it's such a like shaky subject. Like you can wear a color, and then it just completely fails on you. You just look like, I don't even know how you look like. But you look bad. So for me, like, there's always just that sense of fear of wearing color. But then this sense of fear will always be overpowered by the fact that I don't want to wear black and white. Like, that is always my baseline. Every day, like, I'd rather, if I'm wearing black and white, then I'm wearing black and white as a statement. Like, everything will either be black, from my jacket to my socks to my shoes. Like, if it's black and white, it's like black and white throughout. But I try very hard to like incorporate color into my outfit, because I usually feel like black and white makes me look a bit funny. I don't know. I just usually, maybe it's like a mental thing, but I usually feel like it just makes me look I don't know, it makes me look like I'm a child. I don't like it. But yeah, especially patterns. God, I'm petrified of patterns. Polka dots, stripes, keep them 10 feet away from me. What? Hey, you guys, they're so scary. What?
Me now I'm trying to warm up to patterns.
Really?
Because I also used to like play things.
Oh.
Yeah.
So recently I got a polka dot jumpsuit.
Wow.
Like black and white.
Wewe.
It looks good, guys.
Tupigie look tuone.
I even wrote it recently, seen a picture though, but
Ukivaa tena.
nikivaa tena
Kama hakuna picture there is no proof.
What's a jumpsuit?
Wewe.
Hi Priscilla.
Tutakurudisha
Those
kwenu.
one pieces.
Like a onesie, like a onesie.
Yeah.
The one that is like people
a-
say it's a hassle to go in the washroom.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah.
You lose all your dignity in the toilet.
True. The next thing I think I want us to talk about is I think the one question everybody talks about when it comes to like dressing, especially for like young Christian women, and that is modesty. Topic of the
Christian
hour.
women.
Everyone is just like, you need to dress modestly. You need to dress modestly. So what do you guys think about that thing?
About what modesty is.
No, about sort of like the imposition that as a young Christian woman you have to dress modestly, or I don't know if you can have to, but like there's some sort of
It is advised.
it's like advised.
An unsaid rule.
Yeah.
I think if you dress modestly, it's not bad. But
True.
like if you decide to be a bit more diverse with your dressing, I said it before. You should have, you should have conviction from the Lord. Everything you do, consult with God. You're crossing the street. God protect me. Whatever you do, consult with God. So I feel like in terms of modesty, I personally like being. I feel better when I have more layers of clothes. However, if somebody else feels like they want to be more bold in their dressing, as long as they've prayed, they're cool with God, God is cool with them, I think it's fine.
On the same page.
As long as you're not naked, I mean. Yeah. You just need to, as long as you have conviction, I think that's what matters the most to me.
Oh, okay. I think modesty to me is like a gray area because I think you need to define what modesty is to you so that like you see or work on it. I don't know. But one thing I know is Christianity is a personal walk with God. And that's why I'm going to like reiterate what Paul said, where when it's like you need to consult God on certain things, like how you're dressing, because let's say, for instance, Paul has been told by God, this is an example, Paul has been told by God to dress from head to toe covered. Whereas for me, God is Gucci with me.
Japata yo memo.
Yeah, like, yeah. Whatever, there's a reason why God has told her that. And that's why it shouldn't be imposed. Like, whatever rule of like
Conviction.
your conviction of her dressing in that manner should not be imposed on me.
Every single person.
Yeah, or every single person. So I think modesty, or per se dressing in a certain manner, should be something you consult with God as a person. Like it's not a relationship amongst all of us. It's a relationship between you and your God. So yeah.
Could I also add that I feel like modesty varies from culture to culture. You look at Wakorinos, they're dressed from head to toe. You go to a Protestant or a Pentecostal church, girls are wearing jeans. You go to Shago with those jeans of yours, they're going to quickly hand you a lesson and cover yourself because you're indecent. So I feel like it definitely does vary from culture to culture. Here in Nairobi, you go to church with jeans, nobody's going to tell you anything. Other places, they go to church with like mini dresses, like if you go abroad to Europe, whatever. So I feel like for me it's a culture to the most extent. It's a cultural thing. It depends on where you're from and
How you're
who
raised.
you're with and how you're raised.
For me, I think we've all had this. It's a popular saying. In church especially, we dress modestly so that we cannot stumble a brother. So we've had that.
Brothers.
So, musiniwe, me, I'm just saying what I had. But I think it's said over and over again, and I honestly feel like it's becoming an excuse for bad behavior. But I know you've had like the whole concept of men are visual beings, therefore, they can't control their thoughts. Sijui,
We know.
Yeah. So that's like the perspective of modesty. Like that's how I've had modesty being talked about for the most part. Strangely, also I've heard people say that modesty is a way to respect God. I don't get that because I also don't get that because like a sex worker will present themselves the way they are to God, and it's not like God won't listen to them because they're dressed in a miniskirt.
True.
It doesn't make a difference. God will still listen to you and meet you at your point of need, no matter how you're dressed. So I don't get that whole it's a way of showing God respect. But then that whole bit of let's not stumble a brother, hiyo tumesikia.
Stumble a brother.
Tumesikia.
Ni huwa inanishangaza. It genuinely baffles me because these are brothers. Aki woye. Kiswali too, but these are our brothers. Yeah, we really don't.
We don't.
But kwani them, their Holy Spirit does not convict. It's just ours that convicts.
Exactly.
Like okay, you're a visual being, yeah. But kwani, you're the only one who has to struggle with like your flesh. Like it needs to not be an excuse.
Self-control.
Yeah.
It's honestly become an excuse for bad behavior.
And like that's not what I'm sure the person who started this thing, that's not what they were trying to say. But like don't use it as an excuse. It's not my job to make sure you don't stumble. It's your job. It's your walk with God. It's not our walk with God.
If your eye causes you to sin,
remove it.
Take it out.
Pull it out. Even if it's good to have accountability, like in the last couple of episodes, we're talking about having accountability for your friends and for people around you. If genuinely your eye causes you to sin, Put it out. Put it out. Remove yourself from that situation. Kama unaka in one section of church and a girl is having a tight dress, sit on the other corner of church. Hutamwona. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. If in a matatu you're seeing a girl who's dressed scantily, pull out a book. Carry a book with you. Pull it out.
Use your phone.
Use your phone. You know, I don't know, some people are like, I don't use my phone.
In case you be look at Nairo.
Look at the window. Look at the beautiful nature that God has created.
Remind yourself who you are.
So as much as we women or some women might dress modestly so that it's not too hard out here for the men, even I feel like there should be, it's not one side struggling. We are all struggling to get to the same goal.
And there should be a level of accountability. Kwani wewe kazi yako tu ni a sister keeps on stumbling you because of your eye. Like accountability in the sense that like ukiona your brother anaangalia mtu sana we're in the house of God. Something. I don't know.
I think
I'm going to speak up one time for the brothers.
Are you supporting
producer?
Introduce yourself.
I'm Karen. I try and introduce this podcast. I think to some extent our brothers might have a point because hata wewe saa zingine ukiona kijana amevalia kinjia ukiwatch Netflix umeona kijana na ka six pack kake every 3 frames hata wewe unaweza sema
obviously they'll stumble, but nobody's walking around telling guys and be sure you wear a shirt that's not fitting. Like no one is telling guys that.
True. Or be sure your pants are not too tight.
Or they are sagging.
No, but
sagging.
All I'm saying is for the brothers, we understand loosely, roughly.
The struggle for sure is there.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
not saying it's not a struggle,
Yeah.
but like, shika conviction.
Let's all put in the effort.
Yeah.
Let us work together.
As a collective.
Yeah.
Because you know, atakama in the church, you won't see someone in a miniskirt. Obviously, outside there, you see someone in a miniskirt. So, are you justified to sin outside church? Like, you get,
Yeah, but
like,
life-
it's, I don't know, like, just because you're not
In a church
environment, you can go around sinning however much you want. And still out there, you know, you're not living as Christians only. There are other people who want to dress as liberally as they want.
Yeah.
But you see, even outside of church, not this church goer, if they impregnate, kwa bahati mbaya, si bahati mbaya, but if they impregnate someone outside of church, they are going to say, oh, but she tempted me. That's where that comes from.
Yeah.
This belief that a woman should just modestly, it leads to now, if, for example, a girl is raped, when you're raped, you don't have any
don't have
control,
control.
but you're going to be asked,
What were you wearing?
what are you wearing?
Victim
Where were
shaming.
you? Yeah,
Victim shaming.
you're going to be victim shamed. Yeah, so I think that's where it can go to, this culture of it must be the women upholding the Christian faith. You know, it can't be that. It has to have both
A
sides.
two-way.
Yeah.
Two-way traffic.
Yeah, I think for me, or rather, one of the like final things I wanted to discuss was, I don't know if it's just me, but like when you look at clothing, especially like online, and it's like considered cool clothing, it'll be like a bralette or like sijui hizo zingine zinaitwanga, or like booty shorts or like something like that, or like a bikini.
Corsets.
Oh yeah, or corsets zimeshika, zimerudi. So for me, like if you want to dress like that, power to you. But personally, I'm not very comfortable leaving my house with a lot of skin showing. It has nothing to do with like religion or faith. Okay, maybe subconsciously it does.
Maybe like
In the back of my
Your
mind.
personal conviction.
Maybe it's my personal conviction. But like, is there also the whole, like, does dressing modestly only revolve around religion? You understand? Like, if you're not super religious, but you also don't necessarily enjoy showing skin, like, are you allowed to dress modestly? And if I'm allowed to dress modestly, can I look good dressing modestly?
Yeah, I think you can. So number one, personal conviction is not only with your faith, it's just with yourself. So even if you're not of the Christian faith, or if you're not of any faith, you could just think, me and showing too much skin, it's not my vibe. Or me and showing skin, that's my route. You know, it's conviction doesn't have to correlate with, okay, at least in my opinion, it doesn't have to always correlate with your faith. Anyway, now to the second bit, you said, can you look good even while trying to dress modestly? I think you can. So you see now, I mentioned that crop tops, like when they came out, I wasn't really for them. One of the reasons is because with a crop top, sometimes you can end up showing skin depending on how high or low it is. So for me, I was like, I don't want to show that much skin, even though it's not that much skin for some of them. I'm just, for me, I'm not comfortable like that. Then I watched some YouTube video, some girl, she had a black tank top underneath. So, and then she tucked it into her pants, and then she wore the crop top, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the solution to my problem. And that's how I ended up wearing crop tops. So now I never went them to church like that. So even that time, I went to church, and there's this new student pastor who had come to our church, and she's like, hey, Pan, you're looking good. And I was like, Bas, student pastor, I'm looking good. That's it. All of them, you know, but in my modest way. I was telling someone the other day that even if you want to follow a certain trend or a certain thing, but you have certain beliefs that are holding you back, or certain convictions that are holding you back, you can always modify it to suit what you think or what you believe, you know. So you want to wear a crop top, but you don't feel like you want to show that much skin, put a tank top underneath, you know. You want to wear that bralette, find an alternative. You want to wear booty shorts, find and it's not you want to wear them
And
but
make
you
it
don't
fashion.
make it
Yeah.
fashionable, because I still look good even with my tank tops underneath. People will still give me compliments,
Yeah.
So just try to find that balance. I feel like you can have fashion in modesty, even with long skirts. You can still pair a long skirt
True.
with something
Factual.
that's very nice and with very nice jewelry, and people will still compliment you for it. Yeah, that was a lot, but yeah.
Hey, explain vizuri. I don't think I can take away nor add from what Pearl has said. What was the first question?
Can you dress modestly even when you don't even when you're not a Christian?
Okay. I think you can dress modestly even though you're not a Christian. I think modesty depends on you, as I've said before. Yeah. You just determine it for yourself.
Yeah.
Like if you feel like that's the path that you want to do or take, then do it. No one is cuffing you, holding you, back from following that path. And also I think also that you can look good in modest clothing. As Pearl said, you take something, make it modest, make it fashionable, but until you look good, but until you're comfortable in it, hakuna shida. Sindio? Fresh barida.
Yeah. That's it. No, I'm not done. What was the question?
Can you still look good? First of all, is modesty only like for religious purposes? And can you still look good dressing modestly?
Oh yeah. Modesty is definitely not just for believers. It's very much a cultural thing. Very much a cultural thing. Someone from Hawaii will be in a bikini, and in their mind they are modest.
Yeah.
Because there are far worse bikinis out there. But then us in our minds,
Naked.
too much.
She's naked.
Yeah. But then, also, to the last question.
Can you still look good?
Oh yeah, can you
Dressing
still?
modestly.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen. Okay, if you find yourself in the Christian side of TikTok, you've seen this lady Christian influencers.
Onaya. Is she called Onaya?
I don't know.
I think we're talking about the same person.
But they're Christian influencers who their fashion or their content is around modesty and fashionable modesty. Gosh, these guys look amazing. Yeah.
Because
Zikantazipata though.
the thing about like this whole modesty thing is I usually feel like there's some sort of negative connotation around it. Like you want to wear a long skirt and people will be like, you're wearing that. You're not even going to church and you're wearing that. Like, and for me, I just feel like, by the way, I'll just wear my long skirt and I'll look good.
Yeah.
You can wear your booty shorts and you'll also look good. Oh, and you can wear your booty shorts and you'll also look good. The thing about clothing that I've started to realize is it's very personal.
Yeah.
If you keep looking like externally for what looks good and what doesn't look good, you'll never be content with how you dress. It'll always be, what is everybody wearing? Can I wear that? Will it look good on me? So I think my passing, or like what I want to finish on, is that out there, as you like find for those of you who are finding your style, who have found your style, who are still like experimenting with all these things, I think always remember to make it personal. Because also remember, we don't all have the same skin tone. We don't all wear the same hair. We don't all have the same like body shape. So what looks good on somebody won't look good on you. And what looks good on you, and it exists. Something looks good on you, I swear, I promise. It won't look good on somebody else. Yeah, that is what I wanted to end on.
Wait, I wanted to end on another.
Ending again.
Also, this is personal though. I've also been very for the most part, very modest in my dressing. Like, I'm just not comfortable showing that much skin. But then, when I feel like I want to show a bit of skin, I balance it. So, like, one part I'm looking scandalous. Another part I'm looking very
Capitan,
modest.
you know your mother will listen to this. You know.
But like, yeah, maybe my bottom is palazzo pants. You know, palazzo pants are very decent.
Yeah.
My top is what? Maybe I'm gongowazi. You get.
That's not indecent. But
Yeah.
anyway.
But yeah.
But you know, it depends. Like, if you're showing skin,
Yeah,
I'm
true.
comfortable showing skin.
And I'll not be like, she's naked.
Yeah,
Ulimwona.
yeah.
Did you see her back?
So like, yeah, that's the balance I try to create, so that I don't feel like I'm completely naked.
Because personally, you don't want to show skin.
Yeah.
It's a very personal thing.
Yeah.
And let nobody tell you, by the way, this is how you should dress. Unless maybe you want to wear like booty shorts to an interview. There we can have a conversation about how you want to dress.
It's important to emphasize on time and place.
Yeah. Time and place is
Place.
very
Important.
And like at the bottom line, you're the one wearing these clothes. So you need to feel good in them.
Yes. Also, there's something you reminded me, how everyone like wants to do what everyone is doing, like getting into the trendy stuff and all. But sometimes it's good to stand out. If modesty makes you stand out and you really like being modest, then
Do the
go for
thing.
it.
Do
Yeah.
the thing, man.
You know, if that's your thing and you really like it, then there's no need of feeling shame about it, because if it's part of you and you stand out doing it.
Yeah.
Thanks
for listening, guys, to this episode. Follow us on Instagram at P3T Podcast. If you want to shoot us an email at p3t.ke.
At p3tpodcast.ke @gmail.com.
I swear I know.
Wait,
our
no.
email.
P3T podcast
K-E.
at
At gmail.com.
Yeah.
I need to work on that anyway.
It's on the Instagram, guys. It's on the bio. Don't
Is it?
stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So just shoot us an email there. Interact, like
Send them DMs.
Yeah, send the DMs, like the pictures. Just do the thing that you need
We
to
put
do.
a lot of effort into them.
And also share, like, comment, subscribe. You know the vibes.
Also, yeah, there's a follow button on Spotify. Follow. For those people who are asking about Google, someone actually asked me about Apple Podcast as well. Tunafika hapo.
Nunueni Spotify.
Sio, ni kununua.
Download. It's
Download.
even free.
It's free.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. Sorry.
Economy ni mbaya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So-
thanks for listening. Catch us in the next episode. We have good things coming. I promise.
Bye.